Got the chick, I call it Lola. She feel like the ocean, like to drink and smoke some Doja. And I feel like smoking, plus she good at charming.
What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Ferg here, coming back with another Clash Royale video, and today we are going to be using one of the best decks in Grand Challenge right now. I found this on my friend's Twitter called Loay, LoyCR. I will leave his in the description. Actually, I'll just leave his link, straight up link in the description if you guys want to go see. I would call him a pro. He's really, really good. He's a really good ladder pusher right now. He's got a max account, I believe, of Arab Union, and he's also in the Geyser Pro Team, which is a really renowned pro team in the Clash Royale scene right now. But before we go on and go on to play this amazing deck, I've got it on screen right now. Before we go on and look at the amazing deck, I want you guys to go onto my Twitter and go into the poll and vote whether you want me to get a face cam or not get a face cam, because I've been kind of debating whether to do face cam in my videos for a while now, but I'm not really too sure whether I should get a face cam or not. So if you guys go down there and vote, that would be absolutely fantastic. And remember to like and comment. Without further ado, let's get right into the gameplay. Alright guys, so that was my blue snowball with audio done to it, so I was editing the audio from the blue snowball in the intro there. So if you guys did like that, tell me in the comments below. If you like this version better, this is it unedited, this is just completely raw, mic volume, everything, completely what I sound like, whereas the other version, the actual intro bit, was of course edited. So yeah, let's go in and before we go into the replays and stuff here, I'm gonna open up my chest. I should have gone 12-0, but I lagged out of 2 games, which made me go 10-2, and then I lost the next game, which is pretty disappointing, because I knew I should have got, I should have gone 10-0, but we're opening up this chest here. We're not getting really much, to be honest. Ice Golems, Fire Spirits, Elite Barbarians, and Baby Dragon. That was an alright 10-win chest. I don't really use much what I got out of that chest, but whatever. So yeah, as you can see, the 2 defeats there. I want to show you this replay right here, because this is the one that I should have won without a doubt, but I lagged out of the game. I played super well, defended absolutely insane throughout this game. So yeah, we're gonna be watching this. I'd usually do a transition there as well, but I decided to go and not cut the clip. So if you guys like me just going straight into the game so you can actually see the result before, or do you like me cutting it so you can't see the result, tell me in the comments below as well. So yeah, I dropped the bandit here to counter his a bandit goblins to counter his what do you call that card? Battle ram. I'm forgetting what the card's called. So yeah, I zapped the goblin gang there, and the executioner is shooting behind the tower. The executioner is okay against this deck if you have tornado and you tornado everything up. It's really good. But other than that, if you're just putting down an executioner, it doesn't really do that well, because most of my stuff is kind of split up quite well. I dropped the ice golem there in the defense so that everything targets it. I put the golems down to kill the rest of the stuff. It manages to kill the Night Witch and the executioner. He drops the battle ram on the right side. I go ahead and bandit it. The bandit charged, which is really nice. I'm not sure if I needed the zap in that situation. I don't actually know. I'll probably test that out in the future to see if a bandit can actually stop the battle ram and then spawn the barbarians before it gets to the tower without the zap. I actually haven't tested that yet to actually know. But yeah, so I should have gone 12-0 in this. I think this is a really solid deck, so shout out for Loay for atting me this on Twitter. If you also want to go follow him, his link will be in the description along with mine on Twitter. So yeah, right now we're restacking elixir. He's a little bit ahead of me right now. Of course, he's using a bit of a heavier deck, so his deck should be better in double elixir rather than in single elixir. I go ahead and drop Ice Golem Battle Ram on the right side. He drops his Pekka. I'm pretty sure this is the first time I've seen the Pekka in this match. Our Battle Ram does connect with the tower, and I leave his Executioner for a really long time there, which is probably not the best. I go ahead and drop the Ice Golem down now on top of the Executioner, so it gets one more hit in and then targets the Ice Golem. So go ahead and kill the goblins on the right side with our tower. There's about a half, maybe a little less than half health Pekka coming down our tower. We drop the Night Witch. It goes ahead and kills the Pekka, but of course loses, of course it loses a lot of health right there. The barbarians basically died our bandit, which is really nice there, and there's 1200 left in the right hand top tower, and it's 1800 in the left hand top tower. We have 1700 on our left bottom, and he basically has only grazed our right bottom right there. So we go ahead and fireball all that stuff that he has. He drops the tornado, which is really nice play by him against my battle ram, because the battle ram would have smashed his tower and done about 500 damage there with the barbs and the actual hit. So at this point, his big Pekka is basically dead, and so is his Night Witch. So I drop a Golem there so that they will both die when they hit the Ice Golem, which is really good play by me in my opinion. Drop the Goblins over to the left side so that it attracts some of the bats and some of the Goblins. Another really good play. I drop the Bandit to defend against the last Executioner shots. and then I go ahead and drop the battle ram. Unfortunately, he did go ahead and get an executioner shot off on our battle ram, but it didn't really matter anyway, because the big Pega was going to swipe down the battle ram anyway. So we drop the Ice Golem at the back here with our Night Witch, waiting for his big Pega to come into our right hand side, and he goes ahead and drops a really offensive battle ram on the left side. So we go ahead and drop the battle. Oh, it does kill it. So it does actually kill the battle ram before it reaches the tower, so you don't actually need to zap the battle ram with the bandit. So that's actually really good. That's positive by 1. Usually I would have made it negative by 1, but positive by 1 seems to work, so be sure to pick that tip up and use it while you're playing this deck, because this deck is actually insane. My Loay has actually won 4 grand challenges, maybe 5 in a row. I'm pretty sure I've got the screenshot on my thumbnail, so if you look at the thumbnail, you'll see that he's won 4 in a row, and he got a couple of 12-0 challenges and stuff with the deck. It's insanely OP right now. He drops the battle ram on the left side. Really good play by him, because I didn't have my goblins up already at that point. So the battle ram connects with the tower, but the barbarians don't connect with the tower because we've got the goblin barrels down, which is really good for us. So I go ahead and get the bandit. The bandit goes and tries to hit the tower, but he goes ahead and drops the Pega again. Really good card to Pega as it defended now, because of its spawn time was decreased from 3 to 1 in the, I think it was a buff maybe like 3-4 months ago now that buff came out. So this guy goes ahead and takes our tower. As you can see, the right hand side could have been fireballed, but I couldn't fireball it because my screen actually crashed, and because my iPad's so old, it just crashed out there, and we should have won that game. But unfortunately, like I said before, my iPad actually went ahead and crashed. So now I'm going to transition into the next replay so you don't see the result. Of course, I wanted you guys to see that result because I should have won that game and it should have been 11-1 instead of 10-2, which is really unfortunate for me. I could have went ahead and actually won the Grand Challenge instead of not winning it. But yeah, let's transition to the next replay. So without further ado, let's roll it. So the next replay is against Johnny from Phone Cats. This guy actually joined my clan after we played each other, and he actually said GG, he said a great game. Yeah, I agreed with him. It was a really, really nice game. It was unfortunate that I went into a game straight away as soon as we played, because he was actually talking away in the chat and I didn't actually get to speak to him much because I kept on playing and was trying to complete the challenge. Unfortunately, I finished at 10 wins, which is kind of disappointing considering I should have got 12. But of course the bandit here is going to target that Night Witch top left hand side. We go ahead and fireball the tower and the elixir pump, which is really nice value for us. We got off loads of value, or we got off loads of damage there, 1.3k damage on that left hand tower right there, which is really nice. So we're gonna like stack up an elixir here. I'm pretty sure I dropped a pump because he dropped the pump. I want to be kind of even on elixir with him right here. Of course, he's got the same kind of deck. He's got, except that the same deck, except a different variation of the deck. He's got the 3 Musketeers. I'm not actually sure what he has the 3 Musketeers in for. We'll have to see when I look at his deck come down. So he drops the Ice Golem at the back. I'm pretty sure he drops the 3 Musketeers here. You can see him in his hand right now. I go ahead and drop an Ice Golem at the back also. I'm pretty sure he's got 3 Musks in for my Goblins, which makes his deck extremely heavy compared to my very light and nimble deck. So we go ahead and fireball the right side to kill those Musketeers. He fireballs our left side to kill, well, to not kill, but extremely damage our bandit and our Night Witch, which then go ahead and die. I'm pretty sure, yep, our battle ram goes ahead and hits the tower, and we get both the bandit and Night Witch a little bit weaker than full damage. The bandit is a little bit less than half health, which is really nice for us. I go ahead and zap because he had so many bats in the air that I didn't want them to connect with any of my troops, because bats together do a lot of damage. They're really good strength in numbers card. They're like skeletons. Skeleton army is insane in high numbers, but by themselves they're basically nothing. So you can see you got 3 bats on my tower there doing insane damage, which is really unfortunate for us. I did not want to take that damage. The Musketeers are split again at the back, which is really good play by him. Pretty sure I had the cycle to a fireball here and I actually miss it or something. There's something goes wrong here, but I can't remember what exactly went wrong. I dropped the goblins here obviously to counter the bandit. We have so much stuff coming down our tower. Look, yes, right there, I missed the fireball on one Musketeer, and then the Musketeer that wasn't hit goes in front of the Musketeer that was hit, providing such insane value for that other Musketeer. So he gets that tower down to 950 health, which is insane. We go ahead and drop the goblins to counter the battle ram, which is really nice play by us. We didn't need the zap there, but I did it anyway. I don't know why, but I just did it. So as you can see, the left-hand tower is among fireball range, and I think this is where you guys know that the game's about to wrap up here. I do pull out the W in this game, of course. I just start spamming troops down here so that his musketeers don't get across that bridge, and we do go ahead and get the W right here. Unfortunately, his fireball doesn't do that much damage because it is tournament standard. Maybe if he had a maxed fireball and a zap, it would have killed our tower, but unfortunately for him, that was not the case. We were playing tourney standard. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and roll on to the replay number 3. Alright guys, so this guy's called Complex with 2 X's, a little bit of misspelling there, but I guess you can't really talk because my name's Ferg. It's got I and then a capital letter after it, but whatever. So he's in the clan Light Skinned. He's got the little elixir badge as his clan badge. I put the elixir pump down, then he poisons it. He also places a bandit at the back, which is a pretty good play. I mean, it's a pretty good play to start off the game. It wouldn't be a good play in the middle of the game because the bandit's a little bit it's a little bit higher speed than the other cards he had in his deck, but it's alright for the first play, I guess. So we go ahead and try and kill the giant here, providing some good damage to it here with goblins and bandit. We drop the ice golem because we know I want to defend all of these troops, because I know that these troops do insane damage in numbers. Like goblins, bandit, and barbarians, insane amount of damage if they don't have fireball right there. Oh, sorry about that notification, guys. We go ahead and kill this tower in our first push, which is really, really good for us. We're restacking on elixir right now. He's got a graveyard poison and arrows in his deck, which is kind of weird having 3 spells like that in your deck. Graveyard poison's understandable, but graveyard poison arrows is just not right. Graveyard arrows, I see that a little bit on ladder, but not too much because people don't like to use poison because it's an epic card, and epic cards are kind of hard to up level. I go ahead and drop goblins here. I'm not really too sure why I did that because it was kind of a little bit less of a value trade for us. We probably should have just stayed with the one bandit because the bandit kind of died when the graveyard was nearly over as well. He did get good value in the poison, of course, getting our elixir pump, bandit, and goblins out of their arena, which is really nice for him. We go ahead and cycled up the elixir again, and I dropped the battle ram at the back right. So as you can see, I dropped the ice golem to protect the battle ram in front of the battle ram, which is really good play by us. We have so much troops in the map right here. I should have dropped the zap, but I didn't realize that he was going to drop a gang. I should have saved the zap and killed the gang with the zap, but as you can see, we are going to get insane value in this. I go ahead and drop a battle ram up front because I have nothing else to counter this giant, so I'm trying to cycle to what I can counter the giant with. Sorry about the wee starters there, by the way. We get the tower down to about 202 HP left, and then we go ahead and kill the giant here on the left side. As you can see, the Mega Minion and the giant's coming down the right side as well, so we go ahead and drop a bandit as well. I go ahead and zap the Mega Minion because I didn't want it to get a hit on my bandit, but it went and got a hit anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Then I'm pretty sure we drop an ice golem. Yep, we drop an ice golem at the bridge right here, which is a really good play for us to protect our bandit and goblins. We then go ahead and drop a Night Witch behind that, and as you can see, we're going to kill all this stuff so fast right here, getting his tower down. Then the bandits go onto this king tower and get the king tower down in a matter of seconds. So that was an insane 3 crown right there. I'm pretty sure that was for my, it was for my 8th or 9th win right there, which is absolutely insane. Seeing this is my first day with the new mic, we're going to give you guys 4 replays today, so the video is going to be a little bit longer, probably like 15 to 17 minutes long. So without further ado, guys, let's get into replay number 4. So replay number 4 is against Seb from La Familia. I'm going to be talking about what Loy actually wanted to tell me how to use this deck, and he gave me some tips on it on Twitter. He said to pump a lot, which is basically standard in any pump deck. You want to be pumping up constantly for that double elixir absolute spree of pushes. If you pump up a lot, you're going to get a lot of elixir. Obviously, you're going to get more elixir than your opponent because the pump gives 2+ elixir. It gives you 8 elixir for 6, which is really, really good. And in double elixir, that can be catastrophic to big pushes. He also told me to watch out I don't get punished for pumping. So that's like, say if I put a pump behind the tower and they go ahead and rocket it, that is being punished for pumping up, which I need to watch out about. So that if they have rocket, you want to put a pump in the middle of the map instead of putting it behind the towers, so the middle back of the map, if you know where I'm talking about right here. Also, against tank pushes, push the other lane. So in like Lavalin and Galwin, you really want to be pushing the other lane and trying to race for a 3 crown right there, because your deck is probably going to do more damage than their deck overall in damage per second, but they have such a big tank that you just can't take it out with Night Witch and Bandit on its own. Also, he said that it's really hard to really hard to win against Lava Hound just due to the air of the deck is not very strong. You've only got really a Night Witch to deal with air and Fireball and Zap also, but that's not really enough DPS to deal with air, so this is a really hard deck to play against air. But you don't really see that many Lava Hound decks on Grand Challenge. I think I played one, but I lagged out. Sorry about that. But I lagged out. And I lost that game because I lagged out. That was my first loss. Then the one that you watched where I lagged out and I could have fireballed to win was my second loss. And then I'm not going to bother showing you guys my third loss. I can't remember. I think he did outskill me. He did outplay me completely. So I was like, yeah, this is a definite loss for me. So I finished it with 10-2 as you've seen with the chest opening. The bandits on the tower right here in the top left. By this stage, I was like, yeah, this is so good right now. We're in such a good position. Even though he's done more damage overall, we've got a really nice lead, in my opinion, on him, as I usually keep games to a 1 crown win. In my opinion, this deck is probably better for 1 crown wins, because it's really fast-paced and stuff like that. It's not really good if you're trying to fight over a 3 crown or something like that. So we go ahead and drop goblins and bandit on our tower. As you can see, it's taken forever to kill this golem right here. We do manage to kill the golem, however. I dropped the battle ram to target the Night Witch right here. I wanted the Night Witch to kill the battle ram, so it targeted barbs out of it, or it spawned barbs out of it. We dropped the ice golem hoping that it will die really fast and kill the bats, but it doesn't die fast enough, but it still kills the bats, the remainder bats. We go ahead and zap the minions as well right there, which is really nice for us. Restacking on elixir here. I've got so much elixir more than this guy. It's absolutely insane. I got 2 pumps up and I have more elixir than him in general, which is really nice for us to get. So we go ahead and kill the golem here. And oh, somebody's sending me a Twitter. Sorry about that. Somebody said a Twitter notification there. Didn't come up on screen, but it came up on my Mac, unfortunately. We go ahead and fireball here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there you go. There's a fireball, and we go ahead and kill the princess, and then go ahead and kill a tower after, with our Night Witch being the last card in the field, I'm pretty sure. And then we just go ahead and kill it with the bats, which is a really nice game for us right there. So as you can see, this deck is really strong, and there's actually I was having so much fun using this deck because I haven't seen a deck like it in forever. I'm pretty sure people from Vietnam and the CR Worlds thing were using a deck like this, or a variation of this deck, and people were getting absolutely tanked by them, and that's where the deck kind of originated from. I seen it from Loy's tweet, and I asked Loy if I could use it in a video. He said yes, so shout out to Loy. I'll leave all of his stuff in the description below. Also, if you just want to go vote in a poll whether I should get a face cam or not, the link for the Twitter poll will be in the description below. And also, if you want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram, that will be up on the screen right now. And yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like and comment. And without further ado, let's roll the outro.